it's one thing to have bad taste and say something in poor taste. It's another thing to be afraid to say something for fear of retribution. Because if you're afraid to say something for fear of retribution, you are not free. You're not free. And your freedom of speech was not protected, at least in your mind. So the question is, if you want to test if you really have freedom of speech, you got to go out there and exercise these rights. Or they're like, I don't know, they're like your summer clothes and we're living in winter. They're there, but if you don't use them, do they matter? If you never use them, get rid of them. Give them to Goodwill. Yeah, because I'm all about giving. The live fact check was a disappointment tonight. I'm sorry about that. They ran I believe it was a $20,000 Kickstarter campaign and reached their goal to have somebody live fact check this presidential address, State of the Union. And what I gathered from it was, as the president would speak, he'd go 4, 5, 6 statements. They'd go pull up a PolitiFact fact-checking study that had already been done on something related to what the president had just said and post that. And I was thinking, that's not what I thought we were going to do here. I thought you were going to check what he actually said tonight and then tell us approximately how correct that was. But that's not what I was getting. So I don't know what they spent the 20 grand on, but it wasn't real-time fact-checking. It was checking real-time statements with established facts from previous PolitiFact studies. And that's not what I thought we were signing up for tonight. So that's too bad. Hopefully they correct that, and I'm going to tell them how I feel about it. I don't think that's what anybody expected. We expected to see basically catch somebody lying while they were lying. That kind of, it helps you in your interpretation of a speech or presentation when you can find out live how accurate this person's being, I think. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have to go share that. My voice is going, so I got to get out of here. Who's doing the show after this, please? We need the Sherpa, as my good friend Barco called Apocalypse, the Sherpa of Spreaker. And do you guys know what a Sherpa is? I'll tell you. It is a short black man that wanders the Himalayas. Yeah, that's what they do. No, they're like tour guides that wear polar bear skins, because that's what you do when you're a Sherpa, and you say, "Come with me, rich white person, because you want to take a tour and not die." That's what a Sherpa does. So we're asking Apocalypse, the Spreaker Sherpa, to take us to another show. Break out the staff, grab the sheep and the elk, because they're going to carry our baggage, and give Barco someone to fuck. This is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And lead us, Apocalypse, to the next great show on Spreaker. Good show, K-Tap, as always. Dunka, well done. Thank you. Guys, you going to bed, man? Come on, man. We got to go to another show. Somebody hook us up here. Because when I go to the chat of the next show, then I can say what I really think. Only not really. Yeah, I'm not going to Goofy Show. Y'all can do that. Y'all can do that. I'm not going to Goofy Show. I want to look over chat, though, and see what I missed, because I know you guys always... Barco's calling me out on my own critical thinking mistakes, which I make plenty of. Guy Shea says, I've had it with China. Let's smite them. China's becoming a fucking issue, aren't they? We're going to have to do something. They do tend to be dictating international trade guidelines right now, which I think deserves... You know what? Don't order Chinese next week. Yeah, that'll help, right? You realize you're hurting American business if you do that. But it would be an insult to their culture. Yeah, I'll order pizza. We'll go Italian. You know, pizza was invented in China. Oh, fuck it. Why get into history now? Just let's put the candidates in a cage with a baseball bat. Winner comes out alive. We'll probably go back to that guy after a couple of either major natural disasters that wipe out half or 3/4 of the world's population. It'll go to a Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome thing. I mean, we're going to go back to caveman instincts to survive, and all this structure and these international rules we have in place, they'll be gone. You know, I think that's something you always have to have in the back of your mind, that under it all we're animals, and when we have to, and almost certainly we will, it could just be a virus that wipes out who knows, 80% of the world's population. We'll go back to that animal. The animal has the best direction on how to survive. So all of this, talk about free speech and freedom of the press and right to bear arms and freedom of choice, or woman's choice, all that goes right under the bus. It's all about survival when all of a sudden your entire structure's taken down. I don't think I would ever bring home a black woman. My mom would kill me. Apocalypse would not bring home a black woman. See, I said bling, it was Freudian. Like, Mom, this is Kenesha. Yeah. Actually, I have a family member who has a child with a black father, so I look at it a different way. The thing is that event didn't change my view on race. That's how you know kind of where you stand, like, it was just proof to me that I wasn't racist. It was perfectly fine with me. And I know there's people afraid, and the KKK says, we got to protect our whiteness. Our whiteness is going to become tan after being high yellow. Then it's going to become brown and turn black, and the whiteness will all be gone. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We'll need less sunscreen. That's one way you can look at it. Always trust the first instinct, and Apocalypse says never trust your first instinct, and Guy says always trust your first instinct. I say until you get better information, you gotta trust something. So trust your first instinct, and then work on it. Work on the information. APOC is a Jew. I did not know this. APOC is a racist. I did not know this. APOC, you're under attack here. Are you going to stand up for yourself? Who's 5x5? Do you like this 5x5 show, APOC? May God be with you, if not by a Glock. I hear you. Personally, Debbie's on. Do y'all want to go? I don't know. Guy hates Debbie, but he loves her too. It's a weird thing. I don't know who 5x5 is. Tell me who's better, Apocalypse, 5x5 or Debbie Daly. I'll go to whichever one you pick. I want to thank you guys for coming to the show tonight. I don't feel like I gave you much you could use. I felt like this was a bit instructional with me reading critical thinking tips, which, as I said, I'm not an expert at. And as Barker pointed out, he could find my own critical thinking flaws. The thing is you can get better at it, and it's important to get better at it. 5x5 is a pole smoker. Okay, so I think we're leaning toward Debbie Daly here. Well, maybe we aren't. See, I don't hate anybody on Spreaker. I cannot listen to a show done by a guy who hates me and also says every 3 seconds, everybody smoke now. That just doesn't work for me. 5x5 is a black pole smoker, so I pick him. Okay, that'd be cool. We'll see who's racist. Let's go to a black show. Let me pull that one. I'm going to pull them both up. Yeah, fuck it. I would love to talk about racism to a popular black show host. Time to stalk the utter butter. Guy should have said we're going to Debbie Daly's, okay? I still don't know what utter butter means, Guy. Can you share that secret with me? I never figured that one out. Where's the Gingerosi Dutchman RD at? He's supposed to be doing shows. That's what I thought, Barco. What's wrong with your organization, man? You're that smart. You're at the top of your game right now, and you can't get one Dutchman to be on time? Man, you're going to have to... I would get rid of your HR people altogether when he calls into other shows. Oh, okay. Really? I did not know that. Called into Dembski's show. All right. 16 nipples of lava, flowing tits. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, I don't want to make a sudden departure from the norm here. Okay, so Barco and Stabby are agreeing that this so-called Boofy Gone, I'm calling him Boofy Gone, is tolerable when he calls into other shows, which the implication is when he's not calling into other shows, he's not tolerable. And Guy Shea says, Mike Bone is like watching my pubic hairs grow. I guess that means he's not interested. Because I can't imagine being interested at watching anybody's pubic hairs grow. Now, shaved, the way that they're shaved, That could be. Okay, Debbie's show next. Okay, I'll see you over there then, Guy. If you guys want me to go to another show, I don't know. I mean, I want to see what the black guy's doing too. I'm going to keep an eye on both shows, and I'll see you guys around. On the intro, outro, bytro here, I will play the Truth on Tap promo made by Guy Shea. That's DJ Bad Guy. You guys need to listen to him. Find him on Spreaker, DJ Bad Guy. You can also find Barco round and about. He'll do a show on occasion. Very interesting show we had not long ago with me and him and RD and Desert Rose, in which we talked about shit that didn't matter like it did matter. Apocalypse, of course, does a show sometimes. Depends on his inspiration, really. And Kim's going to do a show. She just doesn't know it yet. She's going to fire up her own radio show and be famous at it. And then down way at the bottom, I saw something about Fat Girls Network. I don't know what that means, but thanks for coming to my chat. For all you lurkers out there, you sick fuckers, you peeping Tom bastards, you sickos. Yeah, no, that's okay. I don't mind you lurking. As long as you're not lurking and jerking. And as the picture says in my profile, you should have never gave you niggas internet. That's right. And since that is that, here goes this.
Just tap out. Listen to Truth on Tap. DJ Bad Guy says so.
To Truth on Tap with host Kevin.
How can I say that my show is Truth on Tap if I don't come in here and set you free? Ooh, are we going to talk about some shit tonight? Get your friends in here. Get them in.
Opening up the Truth pipeline.
So what's this show going to be? Well, I'm going to set you free. That's what the truth does.
For these bitches.
Truth on Tap.
WesJohnson.com. Check them out.
This is crazy. Do you know I love pickles and peanut butter? I cannot get enough of that. Pickles and peanut butter is like an orgasm during an orgasm, if that's even possible. I couldn't imagine the biological possibility of it, yet the fantastical fantasy possibility is quite real.
My right to say how I say it's mine to give. My heart is mine to share. My soul's
Truth on Tap.
I am going to uncover the deepest, darkest parts of the human psyche right in front of you.
Truth on Tap is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kierstead fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead.
I mean, I could have fun with this guy, though. He's got a picture of his penis up there, and he guess he's a black dude looking for a twink.
All the truth you can handle running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth?
Feel the blunt force trauma of that during this show, yeah.
Don't tap out. Get the truth. Truth on Tap. Tap, tap, tap.